Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make my version of this Tres Leches Cake. First of all, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Isabella and I'm all about making fast and easy recipes that anyone could throw together in no time. Like this Tres Leches Cake that's saturated in 3 different kinds of milks. It's piled high with fresh whipped cream and has a thin layer of marzipan on top. It looks so fancy and tastes better than any bakery style cake. Anyone who tries just one bite is gonna be asking you to make it for any occasion. It's so easy to put together, so let's get started. I'm starting off here with a white cake mix. I just found that using this cake mix is so delicious and nobody will ever know with all the different flavors that are in this recipe that you used a box mix. I'm using an 8-inch cake pan and I'm baking it for 25 minutes on 350 degrees. I have a quart of heavy whipping cream here and I'm going to beat it on high with the whisk attachment, and I will be adding a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We're gonna whisk this until it gets nice and firm, but be sure not to over whisk it. Stop it right when the peaks are hard. Now we're going to start building our cake. Here I'm taking the cooled cake out of its pan and I'm going to slice it right in the middle to make 2 layers. I put all my whipped cream into pastry bags and I'm going to be making a circle border right on the edges of the first layer. I'm going to mix the 3 milks together. I have here evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk, and a can of table cream. This table cream is called crema media and I find it in my Latin grocery store. It tastes like pure cream and makes the best tres leches, so if you could find it or if you've seen it before, I really recommend using this as your 3rd milk. I'm pouring about a 1/2 cup of mixture on the first layer of the cake, and after it absorbs, I'm going to be topping it with the rest of the layer of whipped cream. And for the special part, I'm going to be adding a thin layer of a mixed fruit jam, which has raspberries, cherries, and strawberries in it. And this layer is really gonna add a special touch to your tres leches with its tartness that's going to balance out the sweetness of the milks. Repeat this step with the top layer and cover your whole cake with the rest of the whipped cream. And be sure to fill in the bottom border so none of the milk is going to leak out. If it does, just wipe it with a napkin and smooth all your edges as best as you can. Now, this cake is pretty much finished at this point. You could serve it as is, but I like to take this cake to a whole other level by adding a thin layer of marzipan. This is the marzipan that I buy at my store. If you don't know what it is, it's pretty much almond paste mixed with powdered sugar. They sell it in the baking section of your grocery store, and it just adds the most amazing flavor to this dessert. They go together so well, and it makes the cake so smooth and pretty. You can add color to this marzipan with a drop or 2 of gel food coloring, and this is typically used in a Swedish princess cake. Roll this out as thin as you can, turning it often, and be sure to dust the surface with powdered sugar. I'm measuring how big it needs to be with this parchment paper. And after you get the right measurements, simply just fold the marzipan onto your rolling pin and place it right on top of the cake. This part gets a little tricky, but don't worry. Try to pull out all the edges and smooth them onto the bottom as best as you can. I probably should have used one more roll of marzipan, but this is okay because the bottom could always be covered by piping a border design along the edge or placing a piece of ribbon if you want it to look absolutely perfect. Cut off all the excess marzipan with a sharp knife along the bottom and remove all the powdered sugar on top with a wet brush. Now it's time to decorate this cake however you like. It's beautiful as is, but what I'm doing is I'm going to be topping it with a bunch of fresh fruits. I have here a clear piping gel that I will be using as a glue to make sure that all the fruit sticks to the surface. I'm adding a bunch of the fruit like strawberries, blackberries, kiwis, and I have fresh mints. And I'm just gonna arrange the fruit here to make this cake look so nice, and the fresh fruit is also gonna go so well with all of that whipped cream. After all your fruit is placed on top, simply just brush it with a little more of your piping gel. And if you're wondering what this clear piping gel is, it's simply just cornstarch, sugar, and water, and it's cooked until it thickens in a small saucepan. Don't forget that all my recipes are always written in the description box below. Look how beautiful this cake looks. It is finally finished. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick and easy recipe for this Tres Leches Cake. Let me know in the comment section if you tried it out and what you thought about it. I have a few more cake recipes that I can't wait to share with you guys, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on seeing them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.